Hello and welcome to part 3 of this Nissan Campervan conversion. In this episode we're going to be looking at the furniture side of the conversion. As you can see, we've already made a start. This kitchen unit was made probably while episode 1 was going on, actually, because the front of it is exactly the same as the Doblo conversion that we do, micro camper. So the front is exactly the same, however the sides and obviously the base there for that is slightly different, obviously for the depths and everything else. This isn't fitted yet, so we're going to be doing probably a time-lapse video on finishing that off where the gas pipe's concerned and stuff like that for this one. I think I mentioned in the last episode I was on with the beds because we had to get the bed sizes to the upholsterer. I've made them last night, they were sent off, so I'm going to be doing the rest of the construction on this. Again, this is loose, it's just placed in at the minute, so we'll do another time-lapse video on that one. Rob's made the small top locker up there. Now that is fitted. As small as that is, that has taken a long time to do because there's not one straight piece to it, so every single piece of that has been shaped in. But he's done a good job of that. I'm really happy with that one, but that one's fixed in, so we have missed that one, but it would have been pointless videoing that because it was in and out that much for shape, and it would have been pointless. But so we've got the end of the kitchen to sort out. There's a fridge going down at the bottom there, so we've got another partition, obviously the worktop, and obviously this to finish off. We've got the beds as well. So I'll set the camera up. I think I'll make a start on the beds first, get all that finished off at the front because I need to get some door sizes done as well. So we'll set the camera up and we'll do another time-lapse video. Okay, so we've got the bed slats done now. These are the bed tops. As you've seen from the time-lapse video, it's a timber frame all the way around. There's two timber frames that interlink into one another. So there's an outer frame and then there's an inner frame that interlink. So all that has been put together as you saw. I've put the bed slats on, and again you've got a set on the inner frame and one on the outer frame. They all interlink. We put carpet around the front edge of that one. This is going to have the furniture board on the front with the legs for the supporting part, but we put a bit of carpet on there to minimise the look of the wood. Obviously it matches the rest of the conversion as well. Well, also what we do is, obviously that you've got to lift this up and pull back, and that locks in place, and obviously you've got that support there at the front when it's extended. So when you push these back, they roll back, but then they get to a certain point, you have to lift them up and click them back in. And what happens is, I'll show you underneath in a second, there's a little part in there that we have to lift up and pull across. That just stops these slats opening on themselves, basically, if you turn a corner or anything like that. So that stops. So all that is just a bit of a pack a piece under there, and that stops the bed's opening basically when you're driving along. So it's just a case of lift up, pull across, and that's done. So I've got these finished off now. I'm not going to put these in just yet because I've got some wiring to do under here. I've got the battery box in place and some bits of wiring along here that I've got to do yet. So I'm going to leave this out for a second. It's going to be easier accessing for me. So I'm going to make a start on the kitchen now. I'm going to offer that in and finish them bits and pieces off. So I'll get the camera set up and we'll do another time-lapse video on that one. Right, okay, so we've got the kitchen in now. That's firmly fixed in. Started making some of the end panels down at the bottom where with the fridges. I've obviously got the holes drilled in here for a 240 socket and a 12 volt USB. I've got the hole drilled through there for the waste pipe for the sink. The sink's going to be over that side, so it's running down. And then that comes down here, straight down, and it's got a nice void underneath there, so we can have, if I can find it, we can have the waste outlet coming into the back here like it does on the Doblo. Got some of the wiring coming up through there, up through the top. That's coming through the side there, so we've got pump, all the other 12 volt and 240 wires coming through. Moving down, sorry, the pump's there, the pump wires there. That one there is the back of the compressor fridge. We've chosen this option because the fridge, the small fridge that we use on the Doblo, is a CRX50, I think it is. This is a CRX40, but what it does, it allows you to remove the back. So that means because we've got such a shallow depth for the kitchen that we need, and obviously the bed, we can remove that from the back and reattach it to the side. So that means we've got a shallower kitchen than we have done on the Doblo, but we need it because of the van. So that is mounted in there. I'm probably going to try and get some drop-out vents in there for circulation as well. The fridge is in. It's not completely screwed in. Obviously it's in place because of that, but this isn't completely fixed yet. So I've got the front made, got the back made, got the side made. I'm going to put all that together in a second. I've got a bit of wiring to do for the fridge as well. But let's move back out. So I've got a big chunk of the furniture done. I don't know if you notice I've had to remove the top locker that was in. A bit of a design issue, to be honest. We didn't allow for the curtain track to go at the back though, so I'll show you. I stripped it down, still use the original front, but I've had to do a slightly different back. It's a little bit shallower, but it's had to be that way because of the curtain track, whatever you saw. Next job's now, obviously connect everything up. I've got to make a worktop, make sure that fits for the hob and the sink and everything. But for now, we'll leave it at that now for this episode. This is probably going to be the final one now, this how-to of this Nissan one. The next one will be the full tour video when it's all completely finished. But if you've got any questions or any comments or anything like that, don't forget to leave them in the comments section below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But many thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye bye.